Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's Starlord here, and today we are back. We are back to play some more modded and improved Diablo 2 Resurrected. So, today is Friday, which means that today we should finish normal difficulty. Whatever remains of normal difficulty, that is. And there isn't that much left to do. Basically, we need to kill Bale and clear the cow level and then proceed onwards to nightmare difficulty, where for a melee character, as well as like if you just start to play this game and you still don't have loot, this is where the pain begins, because you will going to need a lot of runes, a lot of items, in order to progress onwards into further acts of hell difficulty, as well as, further acts of nightmare, as well as hell difficulty. But we are still on normal, so we don't have to think about that yet. But we need to think about that a little bit later. Nothing when it comes to gear has been changed. It's still the same gear that I used to use on the previous stream when I was going through the acts, and today we are going to continue with that. So, without any further delays, without any further hesitation, let's jump straight into the action. Enjoy the stream, enjoy the commentary, and let us continue. Continue by going towards World's Keep level 2 and trying to find ourselves Bale. I'll be sitting on the player's difficulty one for a while, because as you see, my damage tends to kind of drop a bit. I also need to be on the lookout for the items, socketed items, for rune wards, trying to proceed onwards, because as I said, I will going to need a lot of those, so it will going to definitely take me a while to get those. I'm still following the guide that I was using all the way through up till now, and I still plan on continue using it because it's a helpful guide. It's basically showing what you need to do from start to finish. All the gear that you need, all the things that you need to worry about, basically everything. Early on, it may seem like recasting those shouts can be a pain because of they don't last long, but the more points you're going to acquire for those, the easier it will going to be to maintain those effects on you. So it's just a temporary problem one has to endure. Because later on you're not going to need to worry about those things as much. Level 3, Refueling Shrine, even though I don't necessarily need it now, but I'll use it anyway. I like how my mercenary does more raw power than me. Yes, I'm still using the combo of ramp up the attack speed with frenzy and then proceed by hitting them with double swing, because as I said, initially your attack speed is not that high. You need items to make your frenzy attack with a reasonable attack speed. double swing is just better initially. It does less damage, but it attacks faster, so in some situations where you need to proc those on-hit effects that you have on your gear, it's actually better. Later on you will not going to need to do that. Because see, like how fast I attack him if I use the double swing versus how fast I attack him if I use the zeal. The difference is immediately noticeable. Hopefully the Countess will going to show mercy, some form of mercy towards me, because I do not want to farm her way too much. As farming the Countess can literally drag on for eternity, which is extremely tedious. I'll need a lot of weapons. A couple of crystal swords for the double spirit. Until I get those spears with +2 shouts. Waypoint, and this is not really good. Sometimes when you move, like from attacking things with one thing or another, sort of stop for an unknown reason. I need potions, so I'm going back to town to buy some. They still don't sell, up until Hell they don't sell the super potions, so that can be... Didn't want to rearrange the inventory. But yeah, it can be painful. Because super potions heal a lot. And those other potions do not. No, that debuff. Curse you, Bale. Speaking of potions, at least we're going to get some potions. The second wave is also the range wave, so I have to stand there. Holy shit. Double slow. Decrapify plus freeze. You don't have Raven Frost yet. Wave 3 are the council members, so I have to stand there again. Attack them! Now I can go here on the waypoint, heal up a bit, heal up my space. Come on. Better to find them here. The reason why Bale cannot get me with his debuffs if I'm standing somewhere here. Which is really nice. And the hardest way for melees. It's hardest because see how much time I get like knocked away. This is the problem with fighting them as a melee character. This autofill thing doesn't work again. Stream hasn't started and this thing doesn't want to autofill potions. Come on. Shit. It's hard to find them. Don't attract all of them. Initially, this is the biggest problem because they can kill you if you're going to be careless. See how many stuns? This is stun citizen. Sure. Kill my mercenary. Man, that hurts. But that was the final wave at least. So it's not as bad as it may seem like.
Hello.
By the way, I've seen those new rune wards that they are going to.
Can I help you?
Going to add into the game. Well, some of those at least. I wouldn't say I am pleasantly surprised with the fact that a lot of them are just super bad and serve no purpose whatsoever. As they really are bad, extremely bad. So I'm not even surprised by it. I just simply cannot fucking hit. Really? The hit chance. Come on. This is stupid. I'm already out of potions. Fantastic.
Good evening.
I can barely even scratch him. What a wonderful thing. The amount of misses is outstanding. Well, I mean, it's not like that's going to somehow stop me or anything. That's a fucking copy. Fuck this shit, that's a copy. That's the real one. Mercenary, just get closer to him and let's stop wasting our time on other things that are useless. Shit, this... Amazing. If only I could actually consistently hit him or something. Something like that. But nope. My chance to hit against him is 63%, which is in reality extremely small. Who is real now? They both have the same amount of HP. I guess this one. Or the other one. Yeah, this one. Ouch. Hurts like crazy. I have to go back in town again.
Hello.
That's lame. He is almost dead, but that's so miserable. That's the real one, right? I completely forgot about the fact that I have life tap once. No, not that I can cast it or anything like that. Do I have more mana potions? Just allow me to use them. He's almost dead. Just a little bit more. Yay! Finally.
The prime evils are no more.
Level 32. Find item max, frenzy max, mace mastery.
Hello.
No, I wouldn't want to level up find item now. Besides, I need to find potion and then find item. Great. But yeah, seems like Bale met his end. It was very a long fight, but I mean, what can you do? What can you do when you have such a shitty chance to hit? Not the end of normal like difficulty, I mean of the normal difficulty, but almost there. We still need to finish the cowl level first in order to be able to progress any further, and we need to farm a little bit because need some items. Need a lot of items.
Good to see you.
What do you need?
Enhanced defense, 2 to energy. I think I'll grab this one because, like, the percent base attack rating is not good at all. Flat one is way better. Enhanced defense. Attack rating, life stolen per hit, chance of open wounds. This could be a good thing for mercenary. I don't need that. And I don't need that. And this one I also don't need. This one I need. No. Wait. Where's the armor? Oh, I sold it. Nice. I sold the fucking armor and now I cannot buy back it. Beautiful. Yeah. Well, let's pretend like it didn't exist. Let's just pretend it didn't exist. Although it sucks. This poleaxe is also useless because I need either 4 socketed or 5 socketed one for the rune wards. So I sell this. What about helmet, the armor? It's 45, requires strength 36. This one is actually... This one's better. For whatever I will going to need it, and this helmet goes for now over here. So sell. Do you have any spears for me?
Good morning.
No. Of course not. Anyhow, into Act 1. And let's do some tower runs for bases. We need base base things. So with this mod, the opening of the cow level is simple. Just put a lag, you put a book of town portal and a book of identify. Or without it. Yeah, without it. You don't even need the lag. Nice. So it makes getting into the cow level even faster. How nice. How ridiculously nice this is. Spending way less time on running around. They die relatively fast. How about I increase the difficulty a bit? Maybe. Although they do a lot of damage. Considering my lack of defense. But that's fine. That's also fine. I'm looking here for the base for my mercenary, as well as for myself, like the spirit sword, for the crystal swords, for spirit, and all that kind of stuff. Plus, I'm increasing level a bit, not by much, because it's kind of hard to increase your level here. Need some more. Need some more dex to get it to 80. And this one to 85 or something. Difficulty 2. Let's try on difficulty 2. Because remember, it also increases the rewards. So it's definitely worth it, come to think of it. It's not the fast, absolutely not like the fast clear of this place, but I'm not even going for that, for the fast clears or anything related to fast clearing. My object here are just items. Items in like 1 or 2 level would be enough. that. Keeping the rejuvenation one. Oops. Oops. That was unintended, but it happened. First that happened because I kind of overestimated my capabilities. Well, shit. There were a little bit too many cows for me to handle. Just you wait, I'm gonna get myself a mercenary back.
Hello again.
Not in town.
Also, those rings may be good because, like, I might get something with like FCR plus some other stats, which would be really good for the future. Superior heavy, and those four are for the blood gloves, as far as I understood. Like, I'm gonna need those. I don't have Julep as well. Difficulty 2 is nice. How about difficulty 3? This place is good as long as you pay attention for like your HP, so that you don't die. I'm gonna do it like this. How about this? Just a little bit more, but maybe the profit is going to be worth the investment. I don't... Another reason why it's kind of hard for me here to fight all of those guys is specifically related to the fact that, well, I do not have... Unfortunately, do not have the lifesteal, any form of lifesteal. Person without a lifesteal, and that sucks. Realistically speaking, that sucks. Because a lot of survivability of melee character comes from the lifesteal. I only have the life tap wand, which I rarely use. King doesn't drop anything really, but maybe it's for the better. Maybe this is 31 and this is 28. For some reason the one is better than the other, so I'm gonna keep the one that has like bigger numbers on it. Realistically, I don't really understand why exactly are they so inclined to make the Barbarian skill for Frenzy is going to be increased stamina. I just literally like... This is going to be the scale for this. I just don't understand. Like, why not this? Why not even this? Or this? Why this? Like this? That's a useless skill. Come to think of it, the problem here lies in the fact that, well, you didn't make the skill better. When it comes to like, why should I pick this skill up if it's bad? You didn't make it less bad. You just made it so that the skill is now mandatory if you want to increase. If you want to increase stats of a good skill, invest into a bad skill. Oh, that's not how things should be done. Absolutely not. It seems like I can increase the difficulty even higher. Because they die relatively fast still, even on players 3. Didn't get myself a spirit sword, which means I still gonna have to do this again and again until I get a sword, till I get a weapon for Merc. So yeah, let's do it again. Luckily, that's kind of fast. Plus I get some experience. I still need experience to negate that very shitty chance to hit.
Good day.
My mercenary has unique one. Find item. No. Sell. This one I'll keep, because I am going to have a use for it. Lead Crawl. Never saw this item, but I don't think that I actually want it. I don't. Yeah, it has Deadly Strike, but I'm already viewing a lot of items. Like, I got the ability to view those items and to understand what's shit and what's not relatively easily now. Which is a good skill to have. I think they sort of changed in that mod. They've changed the way how you create yourself the blood gloves. Made it easier, I believe.
The Order welcomes you.
Yeah, it's really good that you can do it without the leg. Ethereal. Don't want. If it was like a 3-socketed one, it could have went for the mercenary. Mercenary then could have used it for treasury or something like that. because it's not, I don't really care. Whoa, 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 whoa. A little bit too much. I don't have lifesteal, so I cannot deal with you all. But if I lure them like this, then it's no problem. Another two-socketed. Gee. Superior flail. And the fact that it's on the X button makes it impossible to avoid picking up random stuff that lies on the ground. This is why I... Why 2? Give me 4. Impossible to stop picking up things from the ground instead of attacking. Crystal sword, poleaxe. Give me the amulet. No, not the arrows. Good, look at the mercenary. Such a fucking manly tank. Doesn't die. So you can literally send mercenary to tank because he doesn't die against them. Nice. Yeah, who needs farming chain or bale on normal difficulty when you can do something like this? Works for me. I guess it works for me. Poleaxe with sockets. Let's see. 3. I need 4. Fuck. Wait, I need the poleaxe? Or do I need the halberd? I kind of forgot. Kind of forgot which one. Why are there so many? Oh no 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 no! They will going to hammer him down there. Hatchet hands. Nope, that's for assassin. Ain't for me. And another one. Yeah, when players 4, like this place is relatively nice. Why so many? I mean, that's cool, but I can't really kill them all at the same time. I need to lure them. If I would have had some kind of lifesteal here, that would be amazing, but I don't. And constantly rebinding. A life tap on staff is also not an option, because that's annoying. That's like rebinding that teleportation teleport staff. Mercenary lives. AoE does fantastic job because I get to hit everyone. Even though for not that much, when it comes to how much I hit them, it's still better than nothing. Maze, nothing. Tal is useless for me. Don't want, don't care. Give me potions. So that I won't have to go back and buy some. Healing, amulets, and nothing more. It didn't took me that much when I was playing as a hammered in. Even when players want to get the crystal sword. Still need to go back, prepare myself.
Great.
Greetings.
Not in town.
Useless. 28%. I think that's better than what I had. I'll keep those for now so that I can hit more consistent, but they aren't the best. Yep, this one's better. 28% versus +1 to strength, but 14%. I'm already starting to think a little bit ahead when it comes to what sort of stuff will I going to need for nightmare difficulty, and I will need a lot. So many helmets for Druid. Mostly for Druid. Don't want to pick up arrows. Stop. Frenzy, frenzy. Yes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I think for now that would be okay, so I can start invest into vitality a bit more. Merc just stands there, as if like that. Not willing to get there. Put myself in danger. Don't want this, especially because it's ethereal. You thought you can avoid farming cows? You're wrong. They always manage to find a way to get back at you. The least unexpected ways possible. But hey, at least it's for the future. So that later on, when I will actually going to need items, something like that, I won't be thinking like, well, where exactly will I going to get those items? But so far, I don't see the stuff I need. I mean, I got the gloves that can be recrafted, I don't have the jewel. I get the weapon, but I don't have the runes. I'm still lacking those spirit sword, crystal swords. How about I put the map somewhere around here, so that it will not going to cover this entire screen. That's so many garbages and drops. Best numbers. see. Yellows, this, and not even potions. Jeez. Orange helm. Doesn't have anything on it. Nothing. Collect grand scepters so that I will be able to sell them and get the money at least. Yeah, nothing during this run, unfortunately. Plenty of stuff that I don't need, but almost nothing from the stuff that I would actually want. Act 5 just to get some potions.
Salutations.
Not in town.
Should be enough, at least for one run. I think, I hope so. Maybe it won't going to be enough, maybe it will. Also, cow level, if anything, it's also a great place to get yourself gems for the later use. Which is fantastic because you use them for rerolling, you use them for all sorts of stuff. But rerolling those charms as well as crafting, as well as... Well, if you play online, you can trade something for a nice chunk of them. If you have a nice chunk of them, you can get yourself pretty nice stuff for that. And they, the good thing about them is that they drop relatively consistent. Unlike certain other things which have low drop chances. They drop like crazy. Slowly but surely building my economy here. Even though I'm pretty much going to be the only one who is going to be using that, but hey, it's still something. Another run. God, I need those spirit swords. Crystal swords to make spirits. Spirit reward. She also sells spears, but those spears do not have pluses to skills. Yeah, plus to Amazon skills, but not the skills that I want to use. What about you? Do you have something for me? Of course not. Are you crazy? You thought she's going to give you something? She doesn't. Resistances are going to be a huge problem for the future. Attack rating 3 sockets, no resistances. Well, that kind of sucks. Why so few? Actually, a 2-socketed pole axe. I believe, and if I'm not mistaken, but I'm just going to double check really fast, that something can be crafted in those. Insight is for 4. Strength. M tier. M tier. The question is, do I have M tier? I have M. Do I have tier? Yes, I do. Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic because I can give something to my mercenary. Strength, see. KB and some other stuff versus what he had.
I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use.
At least he's going to have some KB, which can help me against bosses.
Not in town.
Or some very tough enemies in general. Charmed. He's just standing there like a man, fighting against an entire pack on his own. Although the base for that moon ward was a complete shit one. The moon ward is still around. Have to survive all those cows. Problem is, I need two crystal swords. And only one of those I will be able to make. Oh, actually in two, because with this mod you can create sockets in pretty much any sort of equipment, which is really nice. So you are not entirely tied to that quest reward. That can add sockets into your any piece of your equipment. You can do it yourself. Yeah, the process of leveling first character, especially when he is a melee one, it's a painful experience. Even on Players 4, doesn't change the fact that it takes a while for something to drop. Oh yeah, speaking, since we have time, might as well speak a little bit about some of those rewards that were announced for the brand new season. Currently it's like, what, six rewards that are going to be there, like maybe more. Roughly around like 10 rewards. But like the first 3 rewards were the sword for a Barbarian, which looks like a huge filler thing that you can barely fit anywhere, to be completely honest, besides your mercenary, I guess. Because, again, the level requirement that you need when it comes to, like, the base where you can put it is kind of stupid, because there are barely any bases that can be used for that, so it's... I would say it's not a great idea to tie it so that you are only, like, you are technically obliged to use it in a shitty base, because at that point in time there are barely any good two-handed swords. And consider the following, like, when you level yourself a Barbarian, you barely use any two-handed swords in one-handed, like, weapons, like, versus one-handed weapons. You just don't. Two-handed swords only get good once you get to, like, hell or something, and then you start to use them, but only for some specific rewards. The rewards that they brought is not even good when it comes to, like, stats. It's like, it's unfortunately significantly out of place, which is really bad. And then you have things that can replace it easily, just as this one is for level, the new reward is you can start using it from level 43, but level 49 you can already craft yourself an oath or something like that. So it's kind of lame to for them to even do that, because it doesn't, like, you have to consider, like, where, when, and why would a person choose this over the other. But I mean, that sword is just the tip of the iceberg, because of the fact that, well, the other rewards aren't even good either. Like the helmet for potentially, like, Javelson and Bolson is so extremely, and I'm going to repeat it, it's extremely bad, because things that it require for crafting it are not even remotely close to what you are going to be getting for it. That slight chance to pierce, that 33% to pierce, when at the same time you might be lucky to get yourself a bow with the guaranteed pierce, or a crossbow with the guaranteed pierce, and then when it comes to overabundance of mana regen, well, realistically speaking, you don't even need that. You don't even need that, seriously. And again, I'm tired of seeing the fact that they shove in the stamina bonuses, even in, like, the modern rewards. What's realistically the point of putting, like, you know that this stat is garbage, yet you keep on shoving that particular stat into rewards, new rewards. How about no? How about you don't put those useless parameters in there? How about for range characters overall, you don't put things like when you get hit, like a portion of the damage that is going to like get to you is going to be transferred into the mana. You know that range characters barely get hit, right? So what's the big idea of doing that? Well, what's the Endspiel, so to speak? As it all comes down to, well,
Good day.
it's so fucking useless to have those stats, and they just put it in there for the sake of putting it there. It's not worth it. It's definitely not. And as I played, even like before the Boazon was redone, as I've played with her, there, like, yes, you have this, like, you have the need to, how should I put it? You have the need to carry around a lot of mana potions, but at the same time you don't need to carry a lot of health potions. So it's not like you will be desperate for, like, oh, because I need to carry a lot of mana potions, I cannot carry health potions, so I'm going to always struggle with that. No, you don't struggle with that. Yeah, the mana costs can be a bit of a pain, but at the same time, well, you play as a, like, if they're going to rebalance the class in such a way so that it's not going to become an issue, what's the point of actually having that? For Javazons, maybe, but again, for Javazons, the only helmet that matters overall is only Griffins. Because if you don't have Griffins, you might as well not play Javazon. Because Lightning Javazon needs that. That Pierce effect also, Pierce and Cannon Be Frozen effect was unneeded in my personal opinion, because you either way going to have to farm for the Ravenfrost ring, because it's overall better, either farm or trade for it. The output that you get from the Ravenfrost is way significant than this helmet. This helmet is overall just useless outside of Pierce. Like, this whole mana leech, like, not even the mana leech, but if you just understand, like, how the rune wards work and why some rune wards are blandly better than the other, then you're going to immediately understand, like, what's the big point and what's the big problem of, like, those new rune wards and why they are really bad. I'm not even taking into account that new bow, which is well, okay, created from six-socketed bow, where one of the runes that you need is fucking Cham, which is so fucking rare and is going to spike in price so much that if you get Ja rune, which you can create a counterpart for it, which was already in the game for like eternity, it seems like. You can create like the counterpart for that rune, and it's going to be better. I believe it's called Myth. That bow that grants you Frenzy, and you can just use that. So yeah, I'm seriously not excited over like seeing again that rune wards upon arrival, like with stats that one has created from his ass, apparently, because he doesn't even play the game or something like that. You just write some random numbers there and think that, oh, that's actually how it works. That's how old rune wards work. None of them realistically seems overpowered or anything like that. They just overall feel meh. And I don't see, like, some say, well, some people, like, with this two-handed sword, you can easily start playing as a barbarian at the start of the season. What? Why? What? How? How does this even get into your head that you can, first of all, even start playing in a season as a barbarian is beyond me, because you must be either insanely dumb or big brain, which I don't think that person is a big brain at all. who is saying that, well, you can start playing Season as a Barbarian. Or what the fucking point do you even want to do that? And then again, for what? For this two-handed sword? Yeah, you can start playing as a Barbarian. Only know that you're still going to suck balls because this weapon doesn't do anything that's spectacular. It's just something that is going to be replaced by Oath. It's just something that in late game will be replaced by Breath of the Dying. So yeah, what exactly do you squeeze out of those rewards? I just don't understand this. Because so far they look like shit, they feel like fillers, and they are extremely underpowered. Extremely. Like, there is barely any redemption about them, unfortunately. One has to understand that if there are already alternatives that are way better, people are not going to go back and use some nonsense like that.
Not here.
People just want more useless rewards in a list of useless rewards. That's why I'm saying it was better for them to just not create those new rewards, or not in vast masses, but instead of creating more rune wards, they could have just went with the simple path. Remake and fix the outdated items, such as uniques, such as set items, but make it so that they will going to be like not like overpowered as shit, but at least like usable to the point where if you would be like, well, if I do not have this reward, it's not a big deal because hey, this unique provides me just a little bit less, not too much less, but a little bit less, but I can still use that. If I'm not lucky with getting runes, I can use that, and it will not gonna suck. Nope. Nope. Like, why? Why even bother, right? Why even fucking bother? Like this one, for example. Slower stamina drain. Maximum stamina. Replenish life. First of all, on the list of stats that are completely fucking useless in this game, replenish life, maximum stamina, slower stamina drain, like anything that will relate to those parameters, they are just insane dog shit. They are literally just dog shit. They don't give you anything. This is also the same as giving in bows something like mana drain from hit as well as life drain from hit. You don't drain life or mana with fucking ranged weapons. You just don't. It doesn't work like that. And if you start shooting skills, it doesn't work. And if you shoot with auto attacks, it doesn't work. Why the fuck is this in the game? I just shake my head. I don't understand this. This is so fucking stupid. To even have something like this. Worst thing is that when they create those new rune wards, they keep on shoving those stats in their rune wards. Like, I don't understand. You know that those parameters are useless, yet you still put them. Bring me reason for why maximum stamina, increased stamina, slower stamina drain, replenish life are still in the game when they are clearly just atrocious. So out of all potential skills for Barbarian, let me actually find it. There we go. Out of all potential skills for Barbarian to receive a synergy for the Frenzy, first of all, problem with Frenzy is not the lack of synergies. Absolutely fucking not. It's not the problem at all, because otherwise you would have leveled up double swing, because it grants that 8% damage, and you would have maxed out the taunt, because it also gives like damage per level. But everyone knows, and it's not a novelty already, that when we speak about melee characters, their primary damage source is their fucking weapon. It's not the amount of skill points, it's not like the amount of synergies, it doesn't matter for them. And this is why this shit doesn't have anything to synergize with, which is... or receive synergies from. But here, like, they don't understand that the problem with the Frenzy, well, is not the lack of like synergies that provide like damage per level. No, you already have two. You have the taunt and you have the double swing, which they don't level up. They don't, because it doesn't increase damage. You could have put attack speed there, like this would have at least somewhat made the Frenzy, like the synergies for Frenzy more likable. Say for example, Taunt would have given you not the damage per level, but Taunt would have given you defense per level, or damage reduction per level. This would have been better, because like overall, like ramping up not only your attack parameters, attack speed parameters and damage, but increasing your defense as well, because defense tends to be more not the defense overall, but the damage reduction would have been amazing to have. But instead, I will be not surprised to see plus 10 damage per level that you receive, that Frenzy received bonuses from this, because they said like it, from you level up increased stamina, and increased stamina now will going to be giving bonuses to Frenzy. First of all, they, like, I guess they had like this from masteries. They only had like masteries and increased stamina to choose from. They only had this one. Apparently for them this lower parts did not exist, and they were like, it would be too overpowered to put bonuses to Frenzy on the mastery, so what do we have this? No. We have this. This is going to have like, but why not this? Why not this? Why not this? Because this is just like everyone puts 1 point into here just to get 1 point into increased speed, and I don't think that Frenzy needs to synergize from anything that's anything other than this shit. You just need to synergize with like increased stamina. That's brain dead. That's like literally the worst decision that one can go with when it comes to like increased stamina gives synergies to Frenzy. Yes, because the problem with Frenzy was that you need to have a useless skill that you put 1 point in, but because it gives synergies, you might as well put more points in it. Which, frankly, it will never gonna happen, because as I said, like, double swing and taunt aren't... If we take Paladin, for example, he levels up Sacrifice and he levels up Zeal, because they synergize well one between another, and That's why he sort of puts points there. With the case of Barbarian, he doesn't put points into double swing. He doesn't put points into taunt. He just doesn't. He just doesn't. I'm even now like looking at the Nixia's guide for the Barb. The things that you max out is Frenzy, Mace Mastery, Battle Orders, Find Item. I am baffled. I am baffled by the stupidity of developers who are supposed to like we are going to force you, well, sort of not just force you, we are going to put something in the game that because it's useless, it's never going to see any sort of play, because no one is going to go fucking ham into increase that stamina to get the bonuses for Zeal. Not Zeal, but Frenzy. No one will gonna do that. If you would have put, say for example, why, like, in their plans, maybe like doing something, you know, with this like Grim Wards skill, for example, or like Find Item. Find Item is basically something that pretty much all of the Barbarian is going to be maxing out because it's a nice little skill. Put that synergy fucking here, because people max out this stuff at least. At least they do this. They do this, so just put it here. Not here. This is useless. Even if it would be here, this would be kind of useless, but at least like you would have a possibility to like stuff in 1, 2, 3 or 5 points into this one. I would have, when it comes to like where I would have placed that synergy, first of all, I would not make the synergy for increased damage per level. I would have put either attack speed for reaching breakpoints easier, or damage reduction. Be it magic, physical, range damage reduction, I would have put it like this. Either like one of those. And where I would have placed that, I would have placed that on a Find Item. Why? Because pretty much every single Barbarian build max this one out. So you can just put it there and hey, at least you will be leveling the skill that you need to level, and additionally you will going to get bonuses to the skill that you are using. Or like here, or like here, or even this thing. Would have made more sense than this. This is just awful. Awful skill. If it wouldn't be on a barb tree, that's one skill point saved for putting it into something more reliable. They could have even put like synergy with Frenzy coming from your like mastery. You want synergy, here's a Mace Mastery, give synergy to Frenzy. Not only Mace Mastery, like any one of those masteries can give a synergy to Frenzy. That's my thought, and I hope that I have explained it in a detailed fashion about like what makes me shake my head when it comes to like why this change for like adding extra bonus to Frenzy but putting it on the worst skill possible will not going to affect like anything. It's a dead end scenario, because as I said, Who cares if double swing or taunt gives damage per level for frenzy? No one's gonna go for that because it's useless. Because damage of melee characters comes from the items and not from the skills themselves. Phew. Now we can continue on farming.
Good day.
Stupid decision making. Stupid fucking decision making. I just don't understand what excitement brings having such decisions in the game whatsoever. I just don't understand. This screams of such an incompetence. And they sort of understand this, but they just don't give a shit. Have you seen PTR? Have you seen how much shit
It's locked.
was put into actually like making sure that items were split correctly between characters? Have you seen how much shit they didn't even give? Like, they didn't even care. Case closed. They didn't even care about something as simple as, like, well,
It's locked.
just put items properly. You haven't. It's not like you've been farming them or anything. You've been simply just drawing those items. Just put them where they belong. They just don't care. They absolutely,
It's locked.
realistically, don't care. Hence, this is why I'm not surprised to see that. Oh, we got new rune lords. Why do they look like shit? Well, because it's modern Blizzard. Yeah. I'm like absolutely not even surprised. I'm not even going to be surprised to see if the mercenaries reworks were going to still make them useless. A, because I simply don't think that they have the competence to be able to do that properly. If they absolutely didn't give any sort of fucks about properly putting items on, like, DTR characters at where they're supposed to be, if they didn't care about that, why should they care about anything else? Such a stupid thing. I think Blizzard needs to understand one thing really, really clearly. They are not in the position where, like before, when they released something, and because it had like the Blizzard seal on it, that it's great.
It's locked.
Because nowadays we
It's locked.
tend to associate Blizzard with shitty quality. So yeah, it's no wonder if you have things like that happening to you pretty much all the time, and then it's apparent where all the problems come from. just hope Microsoft is going to... I don't know what exactly can they do in that particular situation, but I, realistically speaking, think that they need to make sure that Blizzard has to like work insanely hard with their salaries cut down. It's not like they are tired of or anything, because for like 3 years straight they haven't been doing anything. Force them to work like extra. I don't know, like. The time for them slacking has to end. Anywho, at least I'm playing the offline one mod, so I don't have to care about that. Which, by the way, like, here is also another problem with those runes that some of you may not know, but those runes are for season, right? Yeah, they are for season. You know what that means? They have to be exciting to use, exciting to the point where you would say to yourself, well, goddamn, I wish I played in the season so that I can actually use those runes because they are that good, because I don't want to wait for whatever amount of time I have to wait in order to get those in off-season. Thus far, those runes that they have announced look more like, well, I don't have reason to go and play in the season because those runes look like complete shit and they don't bring anything new to the game. So yeah, it's just so obvious. Just so obvious that those runes, because they are half-ass, that they will not going to
I can't carry anymore.
Make people excited. There should be excitement for the season. There is no excitement for that. Some may say, well, what kind of excitement? Gee, I don't know. A kind.
It's locked.
But not those runes. Good rewards for the season. Stability of the network. All of that. But not 10 half-ass rewards that were made by lazy people. And it's really good that they put a champ rune in there. I'm really excited for that. Rune that literally is more rare than Ja rune, but is used in an absolute atrocious scenario. Exciting. Back in the day, people used to play seasons in this game because they legit had something about them, those items that can only be used in the season were actually so meaningful that people wanted to play using those items because they were that fucking good. Nowadays, it's like, hey, there's a season, what's new? Well, we have those new words. Are they good? No. Well, why should I play it? Well, I don't know. No one asks them to add only, like, overpowered shit, but even if we take into consideration, like, the things like filler rewards, you have to understand that
I need a key.
even the filler rewards have to be have to bring something to the table that would make you be like, yes, I need that one. I need that one because first of all, it's cheap. Second of all, I can actually easily like use this one instead of the other one, which is much more like higher in price. And I won't going to lose too much of my potential. My combat potential is not going to be so much limited. But no. Instead you get excited over the fact that no, they're going to be runes. Are they good? No. So exciting.
I am overburdened. Good to see you.
Yes?
And to be completely honest, they shouldn't have pushed for only runes. Because it doesn't really do much. If you just push for runes, it doesn't give you too much credit. Runes are good and all, but it doesn't fix the situation that you have so many bad items, so many bad uniques, that unsurprisingly they have to be fixed. They have to be fixed for the obvious reason. But yeah, it's no wonder that we are speaking about Blizzard, and something like this tends to stink. As high of a level as I have, like 35, I'll get to probably at 36. The amount of runs I have to do in the cow level in order to get myself a second spirit sword, which doesn't drop for some godforsaken reason. The first one dropped on the second or third run, and the other one doesn't feel like it wants to drop, which is annoying. By the way, this only works for like when you transition between normal to nightmare early on, where level can actually be somewhat a deciding factor for your attack rating, because later on it doesn't. Later on, level doesn't seem that good. Actually, field blade. There was a field blade here with one socket. I was hoping for two. But they didn't give me two. Seems so rare on normal difficulty to get some good basis for your equipment that you need. Like for early nightmare and above. On very rare occasion. That mercenary tanks a lot. He's like a walking tank there. Still no crystal sword. I get sabers, I get all sorts of stuff, but not the one that I am really looking forward to. This means do it once again. Again and again. Till you actually get something. Oh, ooh, increase attack speed. Sweet.
Good to see you.
In second act, you can actually get plus 20 attack speed from vendors. Gloves, I mean. This one is also quite nice.
The Order welcomes you.
Wait, I needed to buy books. Books. And increased difficulty. Again, 4. I think 4 is a reasonable setting. It's not too high and it's not too low, but it actually provides some form of reward. And I at least see the difference in the attack speed of the character when I equip those gloves. Reach the breakpoint, I guess.
Thanks.
I wonder who is the damage dealer in this situation. I think the Merc, by far, has the advantage here. Another ethereal. I don't need the second one. I already have one. Okay, so on normal, those sites are worse than full access. I think with better weapons, this mod with splash damage will going to make more sense. As if right now, yeah, it helps, but at the same time, one has to understand that you still need weapons for doing damage. This mod just allows you to some kind of increase your potential a little bit. Not by too much. It's still this mod, the beauty of it is that yeah, it helps, but to a certain degree. It doesn't make the game automatically easy mode, especially if you start your game fresh. give me the spirit sword. I can, the crystal sword. So that I can make a spirit sword. Ain't asking for much. This Nova frog from one of my items is actually been quite useful thus far. It saved me in a lot of situations. Because it lasts long enough and it slows them properly. The amount of slow the enemies get is technically the same, no matter what kind of level the Nova is, it still slows them down with the same amount of power. It's just the duration that probably changes. I'm saying probably because I haven't been using that spell as a sorceress. So yeah, instead of farming Shank, I'm literally just trying to get myself Crystal Sword, the second one. First one I got, the second one I still don't have. I want two because I don't really want to spend too much time on trying to buy spears with +3 to shouts the vendor. And double spirit is actually not that bad thing if you want. If you just want those buffs that you can get.
Good to see you.
Greetings.
105 for attack rating. But I already have better rings.
I can't.
There was also one interesting news about the fact that, well, it was kinda as expected, but yes, in Diablo Immortal we are going to fight against Lord of Terror himself again. It's not like It's not like it's a novelty or anything, but hey, you get to beat Lord of Terror, then it's fine. But the reason why I'm not surprised about that is, well, you literally play the game that is called Diablo, and in each installation of this game you've been killing Diablo again and again, so I was not surprised that in Diablo Immortal we going to have to fight against Diablo again. I'm going to be also not surprised if in Diablo 4 we are going to fight against Diablo, because I am somewhat sure that he is going to make an appearance. It has to be a final boss for the main campaign, and then there is going to be someone else in the DLC. Lilith is not going to be like the final boss of the gym, so to speak. Absolutely. It's like, yeah, fine that you have her, but I don't think that she is going to be in the final boss whatsoever. Can I finally get the crystal sword? I'm running around potionless and still without a second crystal sword. The things that I am waiting from Diablo 4 are basically, and partially from Diablo Immortal as well, are good boss fights, because I like boss fights in, like, mechanic-wise. Got nothing really bad to say about boss fights in Diablo 3. They were kind of dynamic and they forced you to look at the environment and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's not really, now it's not a novelty or anything like that, but at that time it was kind of nice to have this sort of change of pace or something like that. It was interesting. Unlucky. Still don't have what I'm looking for. Well. Only one crystal sword. Only one.
Greetings.
Good day.
Sell. And sell. Maximum damage. This one gives 4 attack rating. I don't need that. Such a few. Such small numbers. 4% lightning resist. Minuscule bonuses. I mean, they all add up, but that's literally
Yes?
puny and tiny. I have a feeling that this is going to be the run that gives me the crystal sword. The fucking crystal sword. Oh, I forgot to increase the difficulty. I'm like, why am I killing them so freaking fast and they don't do anything? And the answer to that was because difficulty. Not obliged to use potions here or anything. Because I started to use that life tap wand. And surprisingly enough, it's actually restoring quite a bit of HP when you attack things. It has, like, the difference is that the higher level of a life tap wand you have, I guess, I don't know if the healing of, like, the amount that you heal increases or the amount of time it lasts. But it's either way, like, you can get very nice life tap wand procs that are going to keep you going. For a while. As long as it is something that from which you can lifesteal and you can consistently hit the target, you're going to have some sort of benefits out of it. If the target is unlifestealable, however, that's an issue. Or if it has this annoying stuff like stone skin, which cuts your damage to the ground. Yes, also the area of the life tap increases the more level ups. Completely forgot about that. give me the thing. Come on. Takes a while. Crystal sword, yes. I can finally. It's about time, because I'm already like level 36, which is realistically more than enough for early, like up until countless tower, yes, of course. It's going to be a countless tower that we're going to take countless amounts of tries for me to get the runes for double black. Yeah, I know how much it sucks to run around and do the same thing all over again, like farming those runes. But hey. Rune's drop rate is not being affected by any magic bind or player setting. Well, player setting can affect rune drops only if we take into account Travincal runs that you can do on hell difficulty. This one is good for smoke. Before I get myself a treachery. I see that on normal difficulty there's practically no leads here besides scalping. That's not actually good. I want to fight leads. There will be plenty on following difficulties though. Especially in Act 1. So if I get 4 sockets, well, that's all X that I have, ethereal one. This is actually good because I can get, like, I can start working towards beings. But honestly, I would like to work towards insight. Insight is more relevant because that mana region for casters are going to play a big role. For melee, it's not so much, but for casters, that's a good thing. Good thing to have. Have so much now. All of my huge inventory, extremely huge inventory is full. Second Warhammer. Give me please. Oh, how many? Ah, it's ethereal. Fuck. Warhammers can also be used. Either flails or warhammers. Realistically, you want better flails. They can drop on nightmare difficulty. They can only drop on nightmare difficulty, so it's a bummer. Okay. Oh, I almost missed that one. It's actually a high one. Okay. Done with cows, finally. For fuck's sake.
What you need?
I thought it was never going to end, but it actually did. Tester hit, cold resist, now I sell this, summoning skills, or necromancer. It's not bad, but wouldn't want to play as a summoner again. Quite honestly speaking. So, 2 crystal swords for 2 spirits. That's good. Ethereal base for... Depends on how lucky will I get with socketing. This one. Which means I actually can sell this. I'll keep that for now. Put those here, and now to play with those gems that I've collected. Plenty of gems. But as I said, like, cows are your best friend when it comes to trying to get gems in vast quantities. Just get in there and start beating them. Eventually you will end up swimming in the pile of gems. But it's better not to simply collect them, but to do something with them. Collecting them is good. But don't just collect them, try to reroll some skillers. Skillers are very good, especially if you're playing as a caster. Skillers are your absolutely, like, absolute best source of damage that you can get. 152. Means I can sell this. And sell. This one is for smoke. Though I need double treacheries, this one is going to be used for smoke. I guess I can equip it. If not my mercenary, then I will. Going to equip, but I also need to check on... How do I get myself blood gloves? As blood gloves are my next destination point when it comes to F, that's for black. Insight I don't have yet. Treachery. Nephlum. I don't have lum. Then that's for this one. Okay. Blood gloves. Magic heavy shard skin. Ah, so okay, now I see. And I will not going to craft them yet. Because I need to get the ones with plus 20 attack speed and then transfer them into Nephrune, Perfect Rupee, any jewel. Neph, Ruby, any jewel. Neph, Ruby, any. Okay. Which means I can put those here for now and sell them. I have any jewel. I just need to be lucky on the
Afternoon.
buying something from the vendor. Sockets 4. Four sockets, yes. Spirits. For spirits. One spirit out of the way. Well, base for spirit, not the spirit itself. As for the spirit itself, I still need to make progress. Still nothing for plus barb. That's more reason to do the double spirit thing versus the double spears. Yeah, you can get like +3 to shouts. But that's going to be kinda serious thing to do. Okay, we are on nightmare difficulty. First things first.
Wow.
I need gloves. With 20, it has to be like 20% attack speed. They can sell it, so we're going to try to get those.
What you need?
They have to be yellow color, so I will be searching only for yellows. Because in them, I will going to try to make those blood gloves. Lifesteal.
Good day.
Plus something more. And those blood gloves going to give me plus the 20% attack speed. I don't know how often can they give me the chance to buy those. But I hope it will not gonna take too much time. See, attack speed breakpoints are really important.
Yes.
Because they can give you
Greetings.
a lot of benefits. Especially when you're playing as a Zealer or Frenzy character, you need that attack speed.
Good day.
Give me the fucking thing. Either one of you two.
Good day.
Here to save the world, and you don't even want to sell me.
What you need?
Nope.
Good to see you.
Some have problems with getting life tap wand or a teleportation staff in Act 3. I was lucky there, but apparently now the game will going to make sure that's not going to get those gloves that easily. Nope, not yellow.
Yes.
Oh.
Greetings.
Nope. No gloves.
Greetings.
No gloves.
What you need?
No. Oh boy.
Hello.
Extra defense and more gold. Yikes.
Greetings.
Watch how she is going to give me plus 10
Greetings.
when eventually there are going to be gloves with attack speed.
Good to see you.
Eventually. There aren't. By the way, how my resistance is? Oh, fire is good,
Let's deal,
which
my
means
friend.
that for this difficulty at least, I ain't going to suffer as much from
What can I do for you?
shamans. That is when I will actually going to get there.
Good day.
Now, they have to be yellow.
Yes.
Greetings.
Yellow and a 20% lifesteal. I mean, not the 20% lifesteal, attack speed.
Good day.
By the way, which for the for that mod that I'm using. There were new recipes. All blood items. Perfect ruby magic item. Yeah. Magic item. Ah, so I don't even need that. I just need the perfect ruby and the item that I want to craft. So they kind of made that recipe a little bit
Yes?
less stressful. Well, not that it was 10% attack speed. Give me that now.
Yes.
That's a 10% attack speed. I want 20. Can you give me 20?
Good day.
Nope.
Good day.
Such a nice day to fish for some gloves. I know from a guide, I know that they can sell
Hello.
gloves with 20% attack speed.
What can I do for you?
And they don't. They don't want to. They're shy, or they're hiding it. I'm willing to pay huge sum for that. Just give me the thing.
Good day.
Because if not, I'm just going to stick with 10%.
Good day.
Good to
20%
see you.
is more. I really want 20. Let's give it like 10 more runs back and forth. If not, just picking that thing that had 10
Let's deal, my friend.
and create from it. See again, I only see 10%,
What you need?
and they are not yellow. That's 1, 9 more.
Good day.
Yes.
Okay, this has attack rating, fantastic. But still, only 10%, not 20.
Greetings.
I guess 20% is like super rare chance of occurrence.
Good day.
%. Oh, it's 10%. Like 20 is impossible.
Good day.
Greetings.
10% attack speed. 10% with cold resist. I actually need cold resist, so that's another solid one. If only it was 20%
Yes.
and not 10.
Good day.
Five more.
Hello.
I might as well sell you this and this, because I get those better ones with stats besides attack speed.
Greetings.
Let's deal, my friend.
Good to see you.
Yeah, deal. I give you 100,000 and you actually give me gloves I'm searching for. That's going to be a good deal.
Yes.
Good day.
Fuck, she has dagger, she has like gloves with level 1 poison dagger, but she
What do you
doesn't
need?
have gloves that actually have 20% attack speed.
Greetings.
That's some insane stuff.
Greetings.
2 to strength. Yay!
Good day.
How fortunate. Nothing. Okay, two more tries, 2 more. And if it won't going to happen, I'm just going to grab that one with 10% and
Yes.
get on with it.
Good to see you.
Because I have quests to complete.
Good day.
You can actually get extremely lucky to get plus skills also with plus 20% attack speed on those
Yes.
gloves. Because the chance of it is... Okay, fuck it. Don't want to, then fuck you. Wait, I need... Fuck, I need the perfect ruby. Oh, fucking shit. I only have flawless. Well... For the future. It's all for the future. Okay, let's continue by going into Den of Evil and then move onwards. See how exactly are we going to be performing.
Demons and beasts.
Let's increase it a bit and see how well it goes. Can we actually tackle? Oh, we actually can. Then I will going to increase it a bit higher, like 3. fucking zombie takes a lot of hits.
There are many foes here.
No, 3 is a bit too much. Two is realistic, but I have to see if I actually need it. I don't think I need it. Yeah, going back to 1. Need better equipment. Better weapons. You guys see how long it takes to kill those zombies. Not always strange. Sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it takes, like, they die faster. Strange things happen. But at least white enemies don't do much against me. And I don't miss them. I don't. Yeah, I have 90% chance to hit. That's a solid number. I guess that's entirely... Currently it's related to the fact that I've been getting those levels. I'm level 36 right now. But those are just white monsters, not elite or anything, and only the first location, so it may change, it will change. But how drastically, I can't say for sure. Mercenary actually does a lot with this strength reward. It's a fairly small reward, but it still gives him the ability to help me out. And I like the speed with which the character moves when he gets that max frenzy proc. Really? On the other side? On the other side. I am not taking teleportation staff. I have it, but I don't want to.
The rogues are safe for the moment.
Wait, where's the elite? Oh, there it is. Teleport and stone skin. Well, fuck you. I don't know what's the point of those fire shrines, honestly. It seems like they do way more damage against you than against the enemies. Enemies can sometimes be barely scratched by it, while you receive some insane amount of damage if it hits you. Well, it will hit you. I'm gonna quickly go and kill the Blood Raven. And by saying quickly, I only say that I'm going to kill her quickly. With the current weapons that I possess, killing things quick is over-exaggeration. By far, they don't represent the reality. The reality is I'm going to slowly, really slowly, wither her away. Okay, if Stony Field is on this side, then the other thing should be somewhere here. Just follow the road and you shall get to the place you need to. Well, with Act 1 it works like this.
I shall meet death head on.
Join my army of that
Wait, they die so fast. What the fuck? Where's your army of the dead now? I was like, yeah, it's going to take me a while to kill them. Stop running. Look how mercenary. That's mercenary. That's him just beating the shit out of the Blood Raven. Me, on the other hand, I just slowly like chip. While mercenary does the most amount of damage. Nice. That's 2 quests completed, but I'm still not willing to go into town. Because I can continue in the Stony Field. Or at least up until my weapons are not going to turn like yellow, and I will have to go and repair myself. I actually miss repair skill from Diablo 1, where you could self-repair your equipment if you play the warrior. I think it's like they don't kill me they don't kill me quite fast, which is really nice. And on the other hand, I myself am not killing them too slow. Which is really something, considering how outdated my equipment is. Yes, Rakanishu. Nightmare is where good shit starts to drop. By good shit, I really mean it. You get to get the Raven Cross, you get to get the weapons, all sorts of things. We're going to finally start working.
These magic stones are ancient.
Working in your way. Okay, waypoints should be close to where that shit was. The stones. But unfortunately, I don't see it. And that's not close to where the stones were. So I'm going to the wrong direction. Ow! Okay, but I need to refine this. Object is to protect the mercenary, but not die myself. Fucking curse. Curse of damage amplify. Yikes. Waypoint. Well, that's not exactly close. I don't know how many stacks Frenzy has. What is the most amount of stacks you can get? I'm gonna check, maybe in-game it says something about that. I was just not paying attention. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's an interesting information that one would like to know about, but as it doesn't say, so be it. Still not used to the fact, like, when the runes drop, I'm like, wow. What is that? And what is that? It's overall nice right now playing it because I don't feel overly pressured by anything. At the same time, if I'm not gonna change my weapon soon, it's going to become a rather painful experience. Like how my mercenary ditched me in order to fight some lesser shit that doesn't even do anything. Completely fair. For his own sake, he shouldn't have used that against me in the slow, because then I simply switch to double swing and I just do some crazy shit when it comes to the attack speed. Realistically speaking, it's only until Ravenfrost. Because with Ravenfrost, you just simply ignore whatever kind of slow effect they might have had. Instead of attacking, I was just picking up items. Problem. Not a problem. On Hell, it would have been a problem. On Hell difficulty. Because that stuff cuts your resistances and they just simply going to hammer you down.
I can't carry anymore.
No, you can't. Can't do it.
This tree is one of a kind.
One of a kind. The amount of time I sat at the cow level was not all in vain, considering the fact that I still was able to get myself 3 to 4 levels, I believe, which was needed for a safe progression over to the second difficulty. So it was all in all wonderful.
What you need?
Gonna go find Deckard.
Ah,
Yes. And then identify all that shit. What's the pattern? With 0, down, 1, up, and 2. 0, down, up. So, oh, 1. And 2.
The land here is dead and lifeless.
No shit. It's the irony of Tristan. It always gets fucked by some kind of disaster. Of course you have a stone skin. Of course. If it's not one fuck you, then it's the other fuck you, and also he is cursed. Which means that rat shit is not going away anytime soon.
Help! Deckard Cain, you've got to get out of here.
Same can be said about me. I gotta get out of here. I wanna sit here fighting all this shit. I'm gonna quickly go and check if there are any leads here nearby. It's so good that you don't need the weird lag in this mod in order for you to open the cow level. Yeah, it speeds up the process of just getting to cow level so much. How should you? Are you doing the obvious thing?
Yes.
I still should check them for gloves.
Hello.
So yeah, now my target is the tower. The tower is my target. And that's exactly where I am planning to go to. A useless ring? A useless ring?
Order
Yes.
welcomes you.
Adorable. Keep it to yourself.
Not here.
I miss those potions that give stats. I actually, like, I was looking at, especially like some of the Diablo 2 Hellfire. And there, I like that, even in the original, I like the fact that you have that, how should I put it?
Good.
Potions that give you some stats, as well as those things. How are they called? Like the pillars that can give you like some form of like give you plus to some stats, minus to some stats, and increase like the minimum or maximum damage for your equipment. It's actually interesting when it comes to how it increases. That's variety. How should I even say this? Because it's literally allowing you to have some more random ability in the game. More randomizers. Plus it gives more reason for the replayability. Well, I'm not saying that D2 has problems with replayabilities. I'm literally leveling already the 6th character, 5 in online and 1 in single player but with mods. So yeah, when it comes to replayability, I have my replayability, but I'm saying that Diablo 2 Hellfire had some interesting stuff. You know, where's the tower? From the place where I am. If it's far away, I have to reroll. It is far away. Oh, I'm fighting against 2. No wonder. A curse, a freeze, and 2 elite packs. They're still dead, so it doesn't even matter. Need to reroll the tower. And the tower is far away. Yeah, the tower is far away. That's not gonna work. Tower is simply just far away. I don't want this layout. Let's reroll. For rerolling, you get to normal difficulty, then you go to nightmare difficulty. Well, at least it was like this.
Good day.
Good day.
Or
Greetings.
like at the time I played original game. Yep, it is like that. And here's the tower, right near me. Oh, I'll let the shitness begin the second time. Why are they doing so much fucking damage? Because they're cold enchanters, I guess. I guess so. Okay, I need... problem now is going to be having to deal with a lot of elites. How many stat points do I actually need? Bum, bum, bum. For now, this should be enough. Superior heraldic shield. Resistances are bad. It's a superior version, but its resistances are still... You fucking kidding me now. He actually heals from hitting me. I have some kind of plan and I'm trying to follow some kind of a plan. Plan that I don't even know. Like the freeze. It's still not on the same level as when you farm this place on a hell difficulty, but it can be annoying. That's why for like normal and nightmare difficulty, it's easier to just, if you have a sorceress, to farm with the sorceress, because you can skip a lot of those enemies.
Thanks.
Merc is successfully leveling up. Does he catch up with me? Yeah, he actually does. Because I've seen that the problem with like you in the mercenary, if you play with like other characters and you just speedrun through stuff, is that the mercenary can catch up with you. He tries, but he can't. So you have to rehire mercs. Coming through. Let me in. I wonder if Countess's damage was also reduced when they fixed the thing with how was it called?
This is reward enough.
No, it's not, because I didn't get any new runes. When they fixed Firewall for Sorceress, did it also fix it for Countess, as she is also using Firewall? Not that her Firewall
What can I
damage
do
was
for you?
anything exceptional or anything like that.
Stay a while and listen.
Oh. This was rare.
Good day.
Damage reduced. Minimum damage. Sell, sell, sell. Sell, sell. Thus the Countess farming on Nightmare begins, continues. A tedious procedure that has to be performed. It's like a ritual. Everyone fucking hates it, but it has to be performed. I wanna fight ghosts. The worst thing here would be to get a double pack of elites. One is going to be like frozen and stone skin, and the other one is also going to be cursed and probably meta burn. This is severe punishment for me. Oh, fuck you, you stupid ghosts. I'm here for the Countess. I didn't even know what's still better to use. When I'm frozen, I'm going to still use the double swing, but when I'm not... Shile. I need Shile. This flail has 3 sockets. And Ral isn't something that I need. Yeah, and before, if we collected the gray runes, now we collect the blue runes. Still the same fucking process, only different color.
Yes.
On the flip side, you get the levels. You get the items, probably, although I haven't gotten any yet. I have hopes. Hopes and reality is two different things. No. Bug ghosts, elite ghosts. Yeah, without Ravenfrost or anything that has cannot be frozen effect, this is tedious. Just look how many things actually have freeze effects. And stone skins. I wouldn't say it's impossible, I would just say that things are going to get annoying. And as the game knows which sort of character you play, it will going to throw even more of those enemies that are specifically good against your particular build that you're using. Mercenary is not here. Tal, fuck you. The flail is a fast attack. Do I even need more hammers? No, I don't think so.
Good day.
A slow attack speed definitely doesn't sound well. If we take into account the fact that we need the speed. Attack speed matters. Thus far, playing, like transitioning over to Nightmare isn't that bad. Yeah, there are problems. Like lack of items, for example. That's the problems for all melee characters, not just Barbarian. Because even with Paladin you would have to farm eventually. Ah, so they, even if they are not elite, they will going to... Fuck. They will going to freeze me. That's pain. Yeah, see, they still can and will do it. It's at this point where I would like the burst of speed that Assassin has, so that I can have a consistent movement, speed up ability. Am I farming her on Nightmare or am I farming her on Normal? I'm farming her on Nightmare, so please stop giving me this shit. Seriously. That's the huge problem I have with farming Countess.
Stay a while.
They just shoved too much shit into her drop rate when it comes to runes. Just way too much. It's annoying to deal with.
The Order welcomes you.
It's like when you farm her on Hell difficulty and she gives you some crap that you can find on normal difficulty. Some people like to find excuses to that, but I would say just don't try to find excuses to this particular stuff. It's just stupid when you progress in difficulty, but when it comes to the loot that they were going to give you, a lot of times you will just going to sit there and look at the fucking shit. Distracted there a bit. And look at the loot from low level difficulties. It's way too annoying. Great. Two elite packs. Okay. I want to kill them because it's experience and loot. But I need my Merc for that.
Hello.
Now Merc is the carry. Extra strong, light enchant, yeah. Now I see what was the problem. They were hitting me way too much. Yellow! Shining yellow. Now I have no idea on whether or not you may get or may not get Raven Frost Ring via just fighting against, like, killing those regular enemies. Usually you farm Mephisto for that if you want to get the loot. I'm here mostly for the runes from Countess. Everything else is optional, and although it would be good if it won't going to matter even if I don't get it now, I will going to get it from Mephisto later on.
Your blood will boil.
Useless, and only one child. Yikes. Yes, one more run and we are done for today. Not too much when it comes to progression-wise, but...
What you need?
One has to understand that this process is slow and steady. There's unfortunately no easy way around it. You just have to sit there and farm farm till you actually get something.
Not in town.
On this difficulty, you still can farm, like kill those ghosts. On higher difficulties, however, they are already nearly impossible to kill properly. Especially if you get a proc with like with something as stupid as, I don't know, stone skin, for example. It can also happen. Them with stone skin is like, oh my fucking god. Can I just skip them? Sometimes missing, sometimes not. And the freeze effect again.
Your blood will boil.
There is an elite as well. That's why I'm luring them. Doesn't take too much time to lure away the enemies, and it's when you are not sure, it's better to do this. Fuck you, you stupid fucking good for nothing bitch. Seriously. Ral and Tyr. Meanwhile, I'm still on nightmare difficulty, but it feels like I'm on normal. Well, anyway, that's going to be it for today's stream. If you missed what happened during today's stream, again, Twitch Video On Demand is there for you. You can watch them at your own leisure, but make sure so that it will not happen like too late, because Twitch videos tend to disappear after a certain period of time, so yeah. And then you're going to have to wait for when they will be uploaded on YouTube, which will going to take more time because I have lots of videos to upload, and when it comes to streams, I'm ahead on schedule. But still, you can also check our Patreon as well as our YouTube channel, where you can find lots and lots of videos related to Diablo 2, as well as other action RPG games, strategy games, shooter games, etc., fighting games. So yeah, there is a lot of things to watch, and there are a lot of things to consider watching, rewatching, especially guides. On our guides, highlights, etc. On our Patreon, you can support us and you're going to receive videos ahead of schedule, as well as perks, as well as many other things which you might be interested in. So definitely check that website out as well. Check our social media accounts for extra information when it comes to like about us, as well as about what our plans are, etc, etc, etc. So overall, now that this is out of the way, I will going to thank all of you again who were watching, who were listening to the stream, to the commentary. I appreciate that, and I would like to wish you have a great weekend. Tomorrow my brother is going to continue streaming with his playthrough with the sorceress, and with me you will already going to see me on the next week. Next stream is going to happen next week, and we will going to continue onwards. Off stream I will of course going to farm for those runes, because doing all of this on stream is brutal and it takes a lot of time and it's not really that interesting to watch, but we shall see how things are going to go. But as if for today, thank you for watching and have a nice one.